Childish outbursts. Hello, everybody. Tom here. I hope you're all well today. I want to talk about how we as adults will occasionally have fits of childish outbursts. And I see this a lot, especially in the workplace. I've mentioned a few months ago about how high school never ends and how cliques inevitably form. It is madness to think, really, that even a grown adult who's been working at a company for years can occasionally lapse back into what I would consider mad behaviour for somebody who's a fully grown adult. And I see it a lot. And I'm going to sort of elaborate on this now. We see in the workplace, we see people doing stuff that is aligned with a child having a tantrum. And it all boils down to the age-old thing of they're not getting in the way. They're not getting in the way, so they behave in a way that befits perhaps what a teenager or younger would do. They will do, attention-seeking things. They will throw the rattle out of the pram, literally, and not play because they're not getting what they want. Yeah, the workplace is a brutal place to be sometimes. And it's brutal because of the way people are in it. One of the hardest and most difficult things I think sometimes is to not engage in toxicity sometimes. Because inevitably, people will always judge you and they will always draw their own conclusions on what they think's right and wrong and what they see before them. But the fact is, behaviours that we should have perhaps lessened still follow us into adult life and definitely into the workplace. I had an example today where a colleague wasn't happy because, and I understand her point of view why she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy because she'd been left to do the job on her own, and her argument is that the job is more than one person's work, and I would see with that. However, the management's retort would be, well, there are other depots with more work than that depot, and they only have one person to do it all. So, is her request out of her feeling justified because she doesn't think it's acceptable, or is it actually that she's saying she can't cope on her own? I'm not running the girl down because she works very, very hard and she happens to be in my team as well. But the reaction was a little bit like a child that wasn't getting her way. She got a bit ranty and a little bit sort of, I'm not having this. I don't like it. And I understand. But sometimes I think it's much better to deal with the situation a little bit more calmly, a little bit more professionally, a little bit more adult as well. But people are people, and people do stuff sometimes that is just absolutely mind-boggling. And the behaviour of people, particularly in the workplace, can befit that of children quite a lot. As I said, cliques will form wherever you go, whatever you do. And you will find that there are certain things that are very similar to that in school happen. You've got cliques. There's usually somebody out of a group that's a gossip as well, major gossip. And then you'll get characters, the oddball type. Some would say I am, and that's fine. Say what you want. I'm not here to care because I don't. And yeah, the workplace is definitely full of behaviour sometimes that is not befitting of a grown adult. And people throwing hissy fits is definitely one thing you'll see that you think with a child would do a bit more of and that an adult should do less of. It's all about staying in control and keeping your emotions in check, but sometimes people can't do it. Anyway, this is my third and final video this week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent in my channel. Thank you. Third of 3, as I said. Please put down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that you've experienced or have, in particular environments, seen a level of childishness or behaviour that's perhaps not befitting of an adult that's mature happening a lot in the workplace? Does it feel almost like you're stuck in a time warp? Because sometimes it does. It reminds me of being back in school sometimes. As I said, it doesn't really never end. And we have to sit and listen and put up with that all day. Sometimes I just don't want to. Please, please, please consider, if you would, hitting that subscribe button down below. And please consider giving me that thumbs up and a like. That'd be really great. Thank you. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when next content's out. Back next week with another 3 videos. Hopefully the cold's gone and I don't sound so bad. But until then, please take care of yourselves and bye for now.